Okay, guys, welcome to the gold overview for the first week of November 2025. Straight away, I want to show you how I'm going to look at the charts, and my overall bias is that we are going to be looking to take out a large portion of this monthly wick. This is how the monthly's closed. Bull candle, not much of a bottom wick, and a huge wick to the upside. And therefore, I am looking for us to try and attack this wick here. Now, if you look at this one over on the left, with the wick to the upside, it did take out over 50%. And then we had this kind of up and down, indecisive, 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 and then boom. I have no idea. We're not in control of gold, but I am looking for price to potentially open and start pushing down for the first week, and then at some point start to push back up, and then see if we can start to attack this wick. So let's go down to the weekly. Look at how the weekly closed. We closed with a resistance at the top the week before. The next weekly did not even retest the entire body at all of the weekly. So this is just pure selling volume. Opened, tried to push up slightly, and then came down, tried to continue down, and then we created the close for the weekly with this beautiful wick to the downside. So that tells me this week I am looking at potentially us coming down first. So if I get my drawing tool up, let me change this so that this is turned off. Perfect. So if I get my drawing tool, here is basically the area that I'm looking at price coming up and then coming down, or coming straight down to attack this wick to the downside for Monday, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. I don't know. It may only happen in one day. We just can't judge. But essentially, I do not foresee gold opening and just pushing up like this. Now, if it does, that's a good sign, because then once we break where price opened from, that's when I can start to execute sells to the downside. Now, the low here at around 3,900 roughly is the area we are keeping a close eye on, because if we break below this and get some higher time frame closes below, then we're more than likely going to attack this area down below. Until we do that, I would not be as confident that price is just going to keep falling, and I'd want to wait. On the flip side, this is the area that I'm looking for eventually. Once prices come down, we want to try and find something that breaks above here to go like this and attack that big. That's the wick to the upside on the monthly. Okay, so that's how the weekly looks. I use an indicator called the TK lines on the cloud. We're above the cloud, so I'm now going to go to the daily, and we're below the cloud on the daily. So short term right now, my overall bias, just looking at the monthly and the weekly, is that I'm looking for short-term sells, and then see if we can break some trend lines to attack to the upside. Now I'm going to map out some of my key candlesticks that have a pivotal role in how price moves. So for those of you in the membership group, great, you'll know exactly what this means. We've got an area here and nothing else of interest. When we zoom out, you can see quite clearly this is still, even though we've had this hard pullback, this is still essentially an uptrend overall. So let's zoom in now on the lower time frames and see what we can see. Just to make it clear again, on the monthly, we've got, daily, we've got a resistance, and I'm expecting something to do that. And hopefully we don't break these lows. If we do, then we're probably going to continue down. But otherwise, I foresee a nice trend line. I then foresee price come down, break this, and start the move back up to the upside. Possibly. Let's see. Okay, that's the daily. Let's go to the 12-hour. Great. 12-hour, again, is telling me that we are looking to potentially attack this wick to the downside short term, something like this. And again, we've got our lovely resistance zone, which over on the left was a support as well. Nothing else to see there. However, we have TK lines. We're starting to split, so a nice break above here. We could probably see that. What I need to see is that the blue line on the lower time frame comes below price. That's what I need to see. So let's go to the next set of time frame. Let me just zoom out. Okay, great. Let's go to the 8-hour. 8-hour again is telling me that we're looking to potentially come down short term. Nothing else to see. Can you see the blue line above is starting to come down to price already? Let's go to the 4-hour. take a look at that on the 4. You can see already we're below price. So I am essentially looking at price doing this and then this. That's the move that I am now starting to picture. And if we just do this, and drop, then this sell, or sorry, this buy, it would not be valid until I see something engulf and break this resistance. This is on the 4-hour, guys. So definitely map this out if you are trying to figure out the candlesticks and what's going on yourself. I will now put my trend line of the 4-hour, which is basically this, as my first marker. Great, that's the 4-hour. I also have a mini uptrend being created as well, so I can draw that too. Perfect. Okay, anything else to see? Nothing. One last thing that I need to map out, and that was over here, where price closed, which was right here, and then opened further down here, but then it hasn't retraced the rest of this liquidity gap. So when price comes there, that is my major short-term sell zone. 3-hour. Oh, let me go back. Did I just see something? No, 3-hour. Okay, great. Let's zoom out. Perfect. Nothing else to see here at the moment on the 3-hour. Great. I've got a double confirmation down here, so I'm going to make that a lighter green line. There we go. Nothing else to see for me. And now I'm not really too fussed on the overall bigger picture on the monthly right now. I'm more curious to get an idea of knowing what price might do as of Monday and see if there's an opportunity to execute, because the market can always change. News can come out. Something can affect gold in a way outside of technical analysis. So I'm always going to take that into consideration. Other than that, I don't see anything at the moment. Let's go to the 1-hour. Okay, good. 1-hour, we've got another supply zone that I map out here. Perfect. Okay. Right. I don't really want to map out any more now until the market opens to see what happens. Ideally, I would like to see price maybe even do this, push up to this area, then come down, maybe even tap into this zone here. And then once I see that we break this area and this area, that's when I'll start to identify buys. First area will be here, and then identifying the liquidity gap up at the top. If price just pushes up, then I'll reanalyze and say that I don't know what's actually happening yet, and we'll figure it out as we go along. 45-minute, let me just find one more area, and then this is a done deal. 30, 20. Okay. Nope, I don't see anything, guys. So other than that, I'm going to sit on the sidelines and we're going to watch and see how this goes. That might be it here. So I'll put one green line and we're done. One green line here, and let's see what happens. Cool. Guys, look forward to seeing you in the members on the live call tomorrow, and good luck for this week. We'll have a lot of fun. Social trading will be announced as well.